For the last couple of days, I've given you every price move for Terra Luna Classic. I'm going to do it again. So make sure you hit that like button on the way in. By the way, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Certainly helps me out. But the most important thing that you can do if you want to help me, leave a comment down below and make sure you hit that like button. Okay, so it's doing exactly what we said. Now, if you remember, going back 2 days, I told you that the impulse move after it's completed from the pivot low to the pivot high was going to lead to a move back into the golden zone. And then I suspect that after we get to the golden zone, what are we going to do? We're going to go back up to the 236, and that the 236 would be that. And how fast we go to that 236 would be indicative of whether or not there's momentum to push the price up. Now, took about 2 days to get back up there, but guess what? Not only did we wick there perfectly, but this dip that we've had afterwards has not been as deep as I thought it would end up being. Now, that does not mean that I'm in the belief that we're going to keep going up. Now, there's no reason, by the way, there's no reason at this point for the price to move other than just a FOMO from a huge amount of trade volume. And to be fair, there is a huge amount of trade volume continuing on Terra Luna Classic right now. People have been waiting for this moment. However, let's temper that just a little bit and let's go back and let me take you back 2 days ago when we talked about price. And what I said was, we're going to have the move, then we're going to have the correction, then we're going to have the secondary pump to the 236, then we're going to have a steeper correction back down. Unless we get some real strength to push us up. Now, I didn't see that strength to push us up. I'm not saying that it's not there, because I like the fact that we stopped right here at the 382. Now, if we bounce off of that 382 line, and that is right around 6406, if we bounce from this range, then it is on for a big rally. If we do not bounce, then I suspect that we're going to be looking at this 1 hour 200 MA, which is coming up by the hour right now, and a move down into the 47 or 48 range is going to be on tap. Now, let me tell you why I think that is. There's no real momentum here in terms of news that's created a reason for people to get in other than Ian Allison wearing the shirt. We don't have market module. We don't have a couple of different things that would be primary motivators to move it. So at some point, the people who are holding right now in the hopes that they're going to get a big pump, they're going to give up. And they're going to be like, you know, we got in down here. We got ourselves a nice bag. Let's get back out and let's wait and see what happens. So that's going to cause price to come down. So I'm anticipating a little bit of price negativity over the next couple days, taking us into this range before some kind of reversal. So that is just my belief on what's going to happen. Again, if we get a nice bounce off of this 382, then we could be looking at some new highs popping up immediately. I don't think that we will, but it could. Now, volume-wise, 361 million in volume. Yesterday was about 220 million, was coming down like a lightning rod, and boom, we got this big-time reversal. A really, really good move so far today. And here's the great part. The great part is it's translating to Binance, where most of the big burns are. Now, here's the best part about that. I asked Grok to give me the data for what the trade volume is on Binance. 115 million in July, 106 million in August, 91 million in September, 138 million in October, 104 million in November. December so far, 501 million in trade volume. By the way, remember we burned about 560 million Luna Classic with this 104. So we're 5 times up on that. So take that 567 and multiply that by 5 to give you what that volume is right now. Can you imagine if this maintains for a few more days and we get over a billion? Guys, we could be looking at 5 to 10 billion by the end of this month if we can maintain momentum in burns coming from Binance. Now, will Binance do something? I don't know. Will Kraken stop what they're doing and delisting Terra Luna Classic? I don't think so. I don't think that it matters. But it should be noted here that Kraken, like a bunch of dum-dums, made a poor decision, a poor business decision, and lost out on a ton of volume that they could have had, that they could have made a bunch off of. So Kraken, you made a mistake. USTC also pumping in or near that 88 million range. Again, up 107% on the day. Mad respect to everybody. We're starting to see that live sort of feeling right now. But again, I don't know that it's going to be sustained. I do think that I think we're going to have some downward momentum. Go to terracasino.io for all your risk-based gaming need. Terraport for all your utility and meme coin trading. DEXs right now over 20,000 on Terraport. The rest kind of coming down. It's again because we still have tax over here. It's all being done on centralized exchanges. There's nothing we can. The news is a mixed bag. Everybody's just kind of coming up with a reason. Now all of a sudden, because Luna Classic is surging, all of the news articles suddenly want to be part of it and they want to do it. I've been here with you since the beginning. Why are you watching Happy Caddy Crypto, by the way? Why did Happy Caddy Crypto? What? I thought he was in a hospital with no internet. What is going on? Anyway, upgrade to 3.61 looks good. Again, I don't know why people are disguising their votes and hiding behind it. I have no idea why we're not just voting for it and moving on right now. But designating the Agora as the official forum for Terra Luna Classic, it does not look like it's going to pass. There's only about 2 days left on that. Vote however you think. This is not important to me where we do this. Again, like I told you before, if whether we designate Agora as the official place or not, do all your stuff on Agora, and anybody who doesn't like it can't say anything about it. I mean, it seems pretty simple to me. As far as burns go, 1.57 billion is still where we're sitting. Now, we did have a nice little 267 million burn again on today. So when we look at it overall, we're going to be 1.3, 1.4, 1.7, 1.8 million on a rollover pretty soon. So that's going to be pretty significant. So guys, if you haven't already, again, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do this for you every single day without fail. And I appreciate all your support. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.